I'm going to read the infamous Tim poem that I've read at a lot of open mic nights, and one of the earlier videos I posted on this blog shows the reading of this poem, but it's kind of out of order and it loses some of the lines. And this again is a Sestina, and it was in my As I Bang My Head Against the Windowsill Laughing chapbook. And the nice part about writing this Sestina was instead of having to work with 6 different end-line words, I just used one, and it was just Tim. So this poem is actually titled Sara, but what the hell. This is the Tim poem. Let me tell you about the bane of my existence. His name is Tim. At a Save the Environment convention, Sara met Tim. And all I hear about now is Tim, Tim, Tim. I wanted to tell Sara how I felt about her and make her give me a second chance. But Tim took a hold of her heart 24 hours after we broke up. And Tim bought Sara her favorite flowers, whatever the fuck they are, with love from Tim. Yet you're the guy who collects my credit card debt, Tim, and I'd really like to wipe that fucking smirk off your face, Tim, but you're not worth my time, and to be honest, you're intimidating. I am puny compared to you, Tim, because Tim works out like every fucking day, and Tim has more abs than humanly possible, and Sara's so into Tim. Well, fuck you, Tim. Tim has tons of money. Tim looks like a fucking underwear model. Tim is so educated and proper and wears designer clothes. And Tim is a fucking philanthropist donating money to the church. Tim volunteers to help old people and acts like he enjoys it. Tim tells really fucking stupid jokes, but everyone laughs. And Tim acts like we're friends. We're not friends, Tim. You see, Tim's the kind of guy who names his goldfish Tim. All 25 of them. Tiny Tim, Gold Tim, Swimmy Tim, Fishy Tim, Tim Tim. And not to mention I want to shoot myself in the head, Tim. Because you're a moron. I hate everything about you, Tim. It kills me every time I hear Sara say your name, Tim. Fine. I'll say it. I'm in love with Sara, Tim. Ooh, you got me, Tim. I mustered up my courage and told Sara how I felt. I told her that Tim is a giant douchebag, and I am so much better for her than Tim. But you had Sara under some kind of spell, Tim, and she said that Tim doesn't curse and yell at her all the time and say fuck every other word, and Tim doesn't have an alcohol problem, and Tim didn't drop out of school or get arrested multiple times. Whoopie fucking do, Tim! Congratulations on being you, Tim, since that's apparently so much better than being me, Tim. I can't go anywhere or do anything without thinking of you, Tim. I try and listen to some country music, and it's always fucking Tim McGraw. And it gets worse. You proposed. And Sara said, yes, Tim. Well, I fucking object, Tim. And I'll tell everyone at the wedding that, Tim. So, 2 years later, I didn't get invited to the wedding for Sara and Tim. I got fired, gained 47 pounds, and can't even watch fucking football because Tim Tebow is the only thing they ever talk about. Thanks for ruining my life,